All right. Oh wow, for me. I can't wait. Where gaming begins. Episode 2. I is excited. I'm gonna theater mode this bitch. So let's full screen it, shall we? Bang. Is everyone excited? I am. I'm ready for some new AMD cards. I'm hoping they can whoop the butt with Intel, or be on par, you know, and reasonably priced. You know, and hopefully they have inventory. That would be nice. So, those are my expectations. Compete with NVIDIA, reasonably priced. I can't speak today. And 3, just overall good cars. Options, price, and compete. Compete with NVIDIA. What I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping to buy one of the new CPUs when they launch next week. All right, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right. Come on. AMD, yep. Legal jargon. Ooh, I'm ready. Third file, okay. That's it. I mean, yeah. Oh, that's okay. I mean, keep in mind this is a live stream, so it's like, you know, we'll see how it looks. Keep that in mind. I mean, it looks good. I'm trying to see some statistics here. Autocorrect is lovely. Ooh.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today for this second half of our next-gen PC platform launch. I loved seeing all of your excitement when we introduced the Ryzen 5000 series a few weeks ago. It was actually the most watched launch video in AMD history. And I must say, we're very proud of what Zen 3 brings to gamers. But today is all about big numbers. I'm really excited to show you the new RDNA2 architecture and our full stack of Radeon RX 6000 series products.
Aren't you at work, Joe?
As you know, we brought the first generation of RDNA
architecture
to market
I'm at home.
in 2019 with the Radeon RX 5700 XT. And with the combined launch of the 5700 XT and the Ryzen 3000 series, AMD became the first company to introduce a high-performance CPU and GPU together. And we delivered a winning combination
How's
of
work going for you?
gaming performance, including CPU and GPU of the year in 2019 from PC Gaming. Now, 2020 is really the year of the gamer. I know many of you can't wait to get your hands on the next-gen consoles. Whether it's the Microsoft Xbox Series X and Series S or the Sony PlayStation 5, we are so proud that AMD is enabling these incredible gaming experiences. Which is why we like to say that AMD is where gaming begins. Now, earlier this month, I showed you our new AMD Ryzen 5000
Work is
series,
slow.
the world's best gaming processor. Our next-gen Ryzen processor combines absolute performance leadership in single-threaded performance, gaming, and creative workloads with leadership performance per watt. And for millions of you, it's a drop-in upgrade to your existing AM4 motherboard. Now, as successful as we've been with Ryzen, many of you have asked us to compete at the highest end of gaming GPUs as well. And today, we're ready to show you exactly what we've been working on.
Oh man, that would be good. Yeah, hopefully. Is it like?
Absolutely, the most powerful gaming GPU.
Where'd you apply it? Was it more of like a systems engineer type of thing? Not a technician or help desk role?
Just like with our Zen CPU architecture, we're on a multi-year journey in GPUs with our RDNA architecture. We designed RDNA specifically for gaming, and our first-gen RDNA products delivered 50% better performance per watt over our GCN architecture. We wanted to take another big step with RDNA2 and deliver another 50% generational improvement in perf per watt. And with RDNA2, we also set the very ambitious goal to deliver leadership gaming performance. And now I'm very happy to show you for the first time Big Navi. This is the chip at the heart of our high-end Radeon RX 6000 series. 26.8 billion transistors built with leading-edge 7nm process technology. Big Navi is our first product powered by RDNA2. We have made incredible progress on the architectural front. And now let me turn it over to AMD fellow Laura Smith to give you more details on the architecture.
Well, there's a mix of home and on-site, you know.
Our graphics
I'm hoping more companies start to learn that, you know, mix home and, you know, half on-site, half at home.
But we knew we needed to
hoping it stays in place with the current place I'm at, you know, home 2 days a week and the office 3.
We wanted to build a set of technologies that game developers could use across all platforms. The first major step was RDNA, introduced last year. RDNA was a new architecture and used a 7nm process node, which helped us with the large initial gains. We committed to you that our engineers had plans in the works for RDNA2, and we would be back quickly with another significant improvement. By combining our expertise in CPU design, deep gaming history, and broad ecosystem partnerships, RDNA2 is built to be the gaming architecture for all gamers.
Oh, nice. Jason Carter, right?
PC, and beyond. We had some very ambitious goals.
What's up, Andrew?
RDNA2. Significantly higher performance, 50% improvement in performance per watt, and new hardware features. Individually, each of these goals is challenging. When combined, they become extremely difficult because as you push performance, a natural side effect is more power. New features also mean more computation, further challenging both speed and power metrics. For RDNA2, we made significant gains in all these areas.
Let's say Mark, do you remember if Mark Farrar?
We advanced all aspects.
He reached out to me and Ryan Anderson today. Apparently he's wanting to get back in IT.
CPUs. We deployed pervasive fine-grained clock gating, reimagined the pipeline to aggressively maximize performance while minimizing data movement. In combination, these elements made the compute units 30% more energy efficient, allowing them to be pushed faster. Gaming at 4K requires more data to be brought into the chip. The amount of data more than doubles as we move from 1440p to 4K. The more efficient the memory subsystem is, the higher fidelity the images are, and the more you can push the frame rates. We took a new approach to solving this technical challenge for gaming and deployed a graphics-optimized, high-density, high-speed cache based on the Zen L3 cache. We call this the Infinity Cache. The Infinity Cache minimizes DRAM bottlenecks, latencies, and power consumption. Our specialized Infinity Cache, combined with a 256-bit G6 interface, delivers more than twice the effective bandwidth of a traditional 384-bit G6 solution and at lower power consumption. High frequency is important.
I want to know who comes up with these names. That's what I want to know.
RDNA2 is built with custom libraries and high-speed design flows, maximizing frequency in 7nm. With RDNA2, our silicon design and architectural improvements, we are able to deliver 30% faster frequencies in the same 7nm process node. Pulling all this together, the RDNA2 architecture beats our aggressive performance per watt goal, achieving 54%. With RDNA2, we also focused on bringing new hardware features into the architecture. We partner closely with Microsoft on DirectX 12 Ultimate features, including DirectX ray tracing, variable rate shading, mesh shaders, and sampler feedback. RDNA2 will also support Microsoft Direct Storage API. We're excited about this new API that will enhance the gaming experience by significantly reducing game asset load times from large SSDs. We compared the performance of RDNA2 to our prior generation. And when we put it all together, on average, RDNA2 delivers double the performance and with great power efficiency. We are so proud of what we've accomplished with RDNA2, and we are not stopping. The team is executing
Ooh, a
the
3D
plan.
avatar.
RDNA2 is here, and the RDNA3 team is well into execution.
Now, do you mean
We
like
welcome
3D is
Scott
like putting on a
Herkelman to
screen,
show
or like are you gonna
RDNA2
like
and our
print it
new
out 3D?
RX 6000 series products.
Hello to all of the gamers tuning in, and welcome to our Radeon RX 6000 series product reveal. As a hardcore League of Legends and Borderlands 3 player and playing these games on our RX 6000 series over the past few weeks, I'm so excited and proud to be here with you today. Allow me to introduce you to our brand new AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT graphics card. The 6800 XT is purposefully designed to play all of your favorite AAA games at 4K and below resolutions, and at the highest quality settings available. It comes with 72 compute units and runs with a game clock of over 2 gigahertz. This card features a 2.25 gigahertz boost clock that pushes some of the highest frequencies we've ever achieved, all thanks to the incredible work done by our engineering team on the RDNA2 architecture. The 6800 XT will also feature 128 megabytes of Infinity Cache that is power efficient while driving the bandwidth needed for high resolution gaming. Paired with 16 gigabytes of blazing fast GDDR6 memory, you'll be ready for the most demanding high resolution games that you want to play. And we've delivered all of this incredible performance with a total board power of just 300 watts. As you can see, the 6800 XT not only delivers on 4K 60 frames per second, but in most cases, it overperforms. We've been maxing out all the settings in games like Battlefield 5, Borderlands 3, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and the performance has just been awesome to experience. Let's take a look at how the 6800 XT competes head-to-head against the latest offering from the competition. Here, we compare their best API scores to our best API scores, the best versus the best. And as you can see, the 6800 XT trades blows and has some significant wins across a variety of titles. And it does all of this at less power consumption than the competition. For the 1440p gamers out there, we have some great results for you too. Over the last several years, more and more gamers have adopted 1440p monitors as their display of choice. Here are the same games we showed you before, running the same best versus best API scenario at 1440p resolution. I personally love seeing so many games running at over 100 frames per second with all of the settings maxed out. This is just an incredible amount of performance. All in all, the 6800 XT is a fantastic choice for enthusiast gamers. We even have more performance we are delivering with 2 very cool features. The first is a one-click overclocking button we've built into our Radeon software package that we call Rage Mode. Now, Rage Mode automatically takes advantage of the overclocking headroom built into your GPU to give you every bit of performance.
They're gonna punch hole in the walls or break keyboards?
Is made possible because of the fact that
I don't know, Andrew. Supposedly they're. We'll see.
Processors and
We'll see where it falls.
We call this new feature AMD Smart Access Memory. AMD Smart Access Memory unlocks the greater amount of high-speed memory from the AMD Radeon RX 6000 series graphics cards to the AMD Ryzen 5000 series processors, and it delivers additional levels of performance in games. Simply pair these components with our 500 series chipset motherboards, enable the setting in the BIOS, and the performance uplift becomes automatic. When you combine AMD Smart Access Memory with the one-click overclocking of Rage Mode, you'll get a boost in performance in many of the games you love. we're seeing up to a 13% performance increase. And that's before game developers begin to optimize for this new capability. Now, we know a lot of you absolutely love frames per second performance just like us. However, we can also improve the game experience by reducing latency. The difference
I heard that this might be talked about today.
In a competitive game can be the difference
Rage
between a
mode.
major win and a major loss. Last year, we pushed the industry to recognize there was a better way to provide competitive gamers with less latency from mouse click to the screen, giving competitive gamers who own the RX 5000 series a serious leg up on their competition. Today, we are pushing the boundaries again and further reducing latency in competitive games for even better results. Combining the latest implementation of Radeon anti-lag with the FreeSync monitor can reduce lag in your DX9 and in your DX11 games. In Fortnite, for example, gamers can realize
Except right
up to
now when
8
all graphics
milliseconds
cards are
of latency
out the
reduction
fucking
by
wazoo.
simply enabling this feature in Radeon software. More recently,
And you can pay
we introduced
$2,000 for a
Radeon
2080
Boost,
Ti still.
a unique feature that's a step beyond anti-lag. For select games, Radeon Boost offers dynamic resolution in response to your mouse
Or just,
controller inputs,
hopefully get a 3000
leading to higher
series
frame rates,
RTX from
and as a
NVIDIA
result, quicker
whenever they
responses
become
to
in
your
stock.
both Radeon Anti-Lag and Radeon Boost can be enabled via the Radeon software that comes with your graphics cards, and neither of them require a proprietary API or a game integration to provide latency-reducing benefits. As you can see, the combination of these technologies can contribute up to 37% latency reduction in highly competitive games like Fortnite running at 4K. Now, performance is king, but let's talk for a minute about how we are improving the visual experience as well. With full hardware support for DX12
Oh yeah, good old crypto
Ultimate,
mining.
the Radeon RX 6000 series is ready to enable
Coming
ray
back.
tracing and variable rate shading in upcoming titles. We've also expanded our library of Fidelity FX features to work hand in hand with ray tracing, compute, and shader effects to enable the higher level of visual fidelity while ensuring high frame rates. For DX12 Ultimate, we've added an optimized denoiser for ray tracing effects and a variable rate shading algorithm that can adapt image quality based upon luminance and motion. We've also added a suite of compute-based effects to be used alongside
That it
ray
did.
tracing, like
Fucking-
optimized screen space reflections.
I think it
and
was like a
optimized
1660
ambient
Ti.
occlusion.
It's all going for like
We're always looking to help
$800
developers
somewhere.
with new
And
initiatives
you
already
can get it at
working
Best Buy
on
for
a
like
super resolution feature
$250,
to give
$300.
gamers an option for more performance when using
Good luck
ray
on getting a
tracing.
2060,
As of
2070 or
today,
anything
our
like that.
AMD Fidelity FX supported games list has grown to 35 titles using a variety of our features. So,
All right, Andrew,
let's
take
take
it
a
easy,
look
man.
at
Have
some
fun
of
at work.
these new features in an upcoming game with never before seen footage from Counterplay Studios and their fantastic game, Godfall. Godfall is a brand new third-person perspective, next-generation looter slasher that challenges gamers to engage in high-impact melee combat as they hunt for loot, equip legendary armor, and defeat vicious enemies. Leveraging the latest DirectX 12 Ultimate API, Godfall features DirectX ray tracing, variable rate shading, and supports Fidelity FX CAS to deliver incredible levels of stunning fidelity. I personally can't wait to play this game, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Now, let's hear from a few more of our game developer partners about the work they've done with us on RDNA2 and what you can expect in their games coming soon.
I'm here to talk about Far Cry 6 and some of the new technologies we've been collaborating with AMD on to make our game the most immersive and beautiful Far Cry ever. We've been working together to take full advantage of the new Radeon RX 6000 series and RDNA2 architecture for best possible experience.
Best
We've
possible.
been very impressed by AMD's latest tech and joined forces to bring Fidelity FX CAS, DXR ray tracing, and variable rate shading to Far Cry 6.
You too, Joe, man. Take it easy.
We're using
Try
the
not to
RS
punch
tier two
anyone
to
at
use a
work.
compute shader
Stupid
to
users.
generate a control texture, which analyzes the luminance and gives us control at an 8x8 tile level as to what shader rate we're going to be
Oh
using.
God.
This enables us to render much
My
more
eyes.
but keep the same quality level.
We're excited to team up with great partners like AMD to bring some new features to World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is built on a custom engine using the DirectX 12 Ultimate API. Another great feature on the RX 6000 is DXR ray tracing. Here you can see ray tracing evident in how the shadows are interacting with your character. What you're seeing involves incredibly complex computations on the RX 6000. This is a level of realism that hasn't been possible until recently.
The
Riftbreaker.
RDNA2 architecture and the Radeon 6000 series allowed us to
Never heard of
introduce some of the latest DirectX 12 Ultimate technologies into our engine. Real-time ray-traced shadows allow us to introduce additional shadow casting lights into the scene that provide much more immersion and detail into the world.
Over
Okay.
the next few weeks, developers of these incredible games will show never-before-seen gameplay with gorgeous graphics that use a combination of ray tracing and fidelity effects running on the Radeon RX 6000 series graphics cards. Be sure to check out AMD.com starting tomorrow to see more. I'm happy to announce that the Radeon RX 6800 XT will be available on November 18th, starting at $649.
Ooh.
But we are not done yet. Today, we are also announcing the Radeon RX 6800 with 60 compute units, a 1.815 gigahertz game clock with a boost clock of over 2.1
And
gigahertz.
next.
It will feature the same 128 megabytes of
Nice.
cache and be available with 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory with a board power of just 250 watts. The Radeon RX 6800 is a fantastic entry into 4K gaming, delivering more performance than the 2080 Ti,
Ooh.
which was launched at $999. The 6800 delivers over 60 frames per second in all of these games, giving you the confidence you need to step
This is
into
150
4K
bucks
gaming.
cheaper than the
That same
3080.
great performance extends to 1440p resolution, where the RX 6800 tears through the latest games, delivering about 18% more performance than the 2080 Ti on average. The Radeon RX 6800 will be
Ooh.
available to gamers starting at a price of $579 on November 18th. Now, let's bring back Lisa to wrap things up.
Thanks, Scott and Laura.
Woo.
The AMD Radeon 6800 XT and 6800 deliver simply incredible 4K and 1440p gaming experiences. This is the power of RDNA2. And once we add the smart access memory technology, gamers can even get higher frames per second when pairing Radeon 6000 GPUs with Ryzen 5000 series. Now, I saw online that some of you were wondering which big Navi product we previewed during our Ryzen 5000 launch earlier this month. For the record, that was the 6800 XT. But you know, we always save the best for last, and I always get the most fun jobs. So today, that means I have one more GPU to show you. We didn't stop with the Radeon RX 6800 XT. We knew that the RDNA2 architecture could give gamers even more. I'm so excited to share with you, for the very first time, the AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT. Now, isn't this just absolutely gorgeous? And you'll see that it's actually relatively compact for all the performance that it delivers. It's actually the same size as our 6800 XT card. Our top-of-the-stack Radeon GPU is built for the ultimate in 4K gaming performance. The 6900 XT combines 80 compute units with a 2.25 gigahertz boost clock to deliver even more performance at the highest settings. With 16 gigabytes of graphics memory, the 6900 XT is ready for the most demanding next-gen games. And with the power efficiency of RDNA2, we've been able to deliver all of this with a total board power of 300 watts. Now, Laura showed you that we achieved a 54% generational improvement in perf per watt with the 6800 XT. With the 6900 XT, we improved things even more, hitting 65% more performance per watt over first-gen RDNA. I'm so proud of our engineers who worked incredibly hard to optimize every aspect of RDNA2 to achieve this performance. Now let's see how all of this translates to gaming performance. Running at 4K with the highest settings, the 6900 XT looks absolutely fantastic. It's extremely competitive across the board, consistently delivering high frame rates in your favorite games. Just take a look at the performance we see against the competition in Battlefield 5, Call of Duty, and Gears of War 5. All of this is at lower power with a smaller card form factor. Now, let's talk about price and availability. The AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT will be available on December 8th, starting at $999. You asked for AMD to bring the highest graphics performance to the gaming market, and we're doing just that. I hope you now feel that with the Ryzen 5000 series and the Radeon 6000 series, AMD is your best choice for your next generation PC
Oh,
gaming
I
platform.
want one.
Whether you want a game with ultimate performance and
Oh, I
AAA
want
titles
one.
at 4K resolution, or you're an esports fan who needs incredibly high frame rates and responsiveness. Across the board, for every gamer, at every price, AMD has the CPU and GPU combination
I'm
for you.
ready.
So I hope you're as excited as we are. We can't
I'm
wait to get
ready.
these products in your hands. So look for the Ryzen 5000 series starting November 5th, the Radeon RX 6800 series starting November 18th, and the Radeon RX 6900 XT starting December 8th. To wrap up here, this has been quite a journey for us, and I'm incredibly proud of our
Ooh,
CPU
I'm so
and GPU
ready.
teams who have worked years
Can I
for
pre-order?
this moment. AMD is delivering the best.
Can I
to the
pre-order,
industry.
please?
We want to thank all of you for your passion and enthusiasm and for always pushing us to be the best.
Competition, man. I love it. I love competition. Ooh, okay. Alright, well, that was a live event. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Alright. Oh. Could rewatch it, but not going to. Well, that's it, folks. I just wanted to stream the live event. Anyone, Joe, Andrew, anyone else tuned in, I appreciate it. I'll post this on YouTube. But my reaction is, I love it. I like what I saw. Hopefully, when people get their hands on it, see what they can do with overclocking, underclocking. I'm interested to see that because, like I said, with new CPUs and new GPUs and, hey man, 1600 XT, $649, and it competes with a 3080 that's $799, sometimes $800, and a 6900 XT that's at $1,000 but competes with a $1,400 to $1,500 card from NVIDIA. Yeah, competition, baby. I'm ready for it. Well, thank you for tuning in, everybody. Y'all have fun. Go back to work. I'm going back to work. Goodbye.